So when we increase our dose, we risk the chance of getting more side effects and too much appetite suppression. And if this happens, it means we hit our dose limits. But if we didn't end up hitting our limits, then we could have possibly taken more GLP-1 to help manage hunger, which makes losing weight easier. In this video, I'm going to go over how I found my max dose and what to do if you hit your dose limits but haven't reached your goal weight yet. And by the end, you'll know when it might be a good idea to increase your dose and what to do if you're at your limits so you can still lose weight. I'm Nico, a nutrition coach microdosing tirzepatide to help control my binge eating and to lose some vanity weight. All right, quick disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm just some guy talking about my approach to microdosing. Your provider or doctor should help you with your dose if you need to make changes. So what is the max dose limit? I don't consider the max limit of a GLP-1 to be just what it says on the box. Like for tirzepatide, the max current dose is 15 milligrams. I'm microdosing and I'm at 0.75 milligrams, so I'm super far away. And I won't be hitting the max anytime soon, if ever. But I do have the max limit, and it's based on these three things: appetite suppression, side effects, and money. Starting with appetite suppression. The way I define it is getting full faster, staying full longer, and reducing hunger and cravings, but not getting rid of it. To me, appetite suppression is a bundled term. Having a decent amount of appetite suppression is a good thing, and it's part of the main reason why GLP-1s work so well for weight loss. But if I get too much of it, then I can't eat enough food, which leads to two problems: low energy and muscle loss. If I don't eat enough food, then my energy levels drop, which makes daily life hard. Like, I feel physically weak and sluggish, and I also get a bunch of brain fog, which means I can't think clearly, and I have a hard time sleeping. For muscle loss, one of my main goals is to preserve muscle while losing weight for both health reasons and vanity. Like, I think having some muscle looks kind of cool, and also my girlfriend likes it, so I don't want to lose muscle. Now, the two ways I maintain muscle while losing weight is by eating enough protein and resistance training, like lifting weights. So if I increase my dose too much, my appetite suppression gets too high, then that means I'll have a hard time eating protein and food in general. If I don't eat protein, my chances of losing muscle while losing weight goes up. If I don't eat enough food, then I don't have enough energy to lift weights, so my chances of losing muscle while losing weight also goes up. And when I can't eat enough protein and I don't have enough energy to lift weights, then my chances of losing muscle go up by a lot. So if my appetite suppression is too high and I can't eat enough, then I am at my max dose limits or even past it. For side effects, I get nausea and bloat even while microdosing. If I get too many side effects and I can't tolerate it, then I'm at my limits. And just like having too much appetite suppression, if I get a lot of nausea and bloat, then my quality of life goes down, which makes losing weight hard. And getting too many side effects is how I found my max limits and why I think I can't increase my dose anymore. One time I took my shot a day early because I wanted to experiment taking it every 4 days instead of 5 days like I do now. My estimated dose peak at 5 days a week, according to my app, was 1.25 milligrams. And when I took it a day early, my peak was slightly above. It was like over 1.3 milligrams. So barely any difference peak dose wise, but even that little of an increase just gave me the worst nausea and bloat I've ever experienced. So I had to go back to 5 days a week, and I now know my limits and most likely can't increase my dose without getting more side effects. I might try again and increase it, but we'll see. Okay, cost or money. This isn't too much of an issue for me, but I know it can be for some people depending on where they get their GLP-1. I know I'm at my max limit when my dose is too high and I can't afford it, especially if I haven't hit my goal weight yet and transition into maintenance. The transition to maintenance meaning I successfully kept the weight off and didn't regain fat right after I finished losing weight. So being priced out means we are past our dose limits, which isn't good. Now, if I hit the limits or go past it on any of these, then I'm technically at my max dose. And it's not based on the max dose amount on the box, but rather circumstance and my current situation. But there is one benefit I thought of when I found my limits, and it's that I don't really think about making adjustments to my dose. Like, I've found the dose that works for me. I've been at 0.75 milligrams at 5 days a week for 5 out of the 7 months I've been on tirzepatide. So it's safe to say that I think I found my perfect dose. And finding a dose that works is probably one of the hardest things about taking a GLP-1, especially over time when the dose that works for you can possibly change as you lose weight. So I'm glad I found the dose that works. All right, why does it matter if we hit our dose limit? It matters because if we're not at our goal weight yet, and we haven't transitioned into maintenance, we can't rely on the dose alone to suppress our appetite and help us lose weight. But knowing my max limit gives me an idea of the dose that works. For example, if I don't get enough appetite suppression, I don't get any bad side effects, and I can't afford my meds, I'm probably not at my limits yet, so I can attempt to increase my dose, assuming I need to. And if I end up hitting my limits or going over, I now know that amount and I can reduce it. Now, I don't always want to increase my dose anyways, having a high dose isn't something to strive for. It's more about finding the dose that works for you. I see a lot of people increase their dose just for the sake of it, even if their current dose is working just fine. And it's not an achievement to take a high dose. Like, nobody wants to say I take the max dose and I still haven't hit my goal weight. So that's why I just tend to stay at my dose if it works. All right, how do we find our limits? This is pretty easy for me because I knew right away based on how I felt. So if appetite suppression is too high that I struggle to eat enough and I'm losing weight too fast, which affects things like my physical energy, mental sharpness, and sleep, then it's too much. If I get too many side effects that I can't tolerate it, then my dose is too much. And if I'm paying so much money that I can't afford the meds, then it's also too much. This one is more of just looking at how much your meds cost and how much weight you have left to lose and how fast you can lose it. Let's say I need to lose 10 more pounds and it will take me 2 months. I would ask myself, can I afford my GLP-1 for 2 more months? Then if I don't hit my goal in time, can I afford to buy more GLP-1? And after I hit my goal weight, can I afford to get more GLP-1 needed to taper off into maintenance if I plan on tapering down my dose, which I personally want to do. If I said no to any of these, then I can't afford my meds, or in other words, it's too much and I pass my limits money-wise. So what do I do if I'm at my limit? I'm currently at my max dose, so here's what I've been doing to continue to lose weight without increasing my dose. First, I actively try to lose weight, meaning I track how much food I'm eating and purposely reduce it, instead of passively losing weight, meaning just letting my GLP-1 do all the work and lose the weight for me. Like, my first 10 pounds were super easy to lose, almost no effort. And that's what I would consider passive weight loss with the GLP-1. But the first pounds are usually really easy to lose anyways. Now, I can't only rely on my GLP-1 since I can't increase it. So I have to actually try hard, which is unfortunate. The next thing I did was reduce my dose. Earlier, I said I found my limits and went past it, which meant too many side effects. So I technically had to reduce my dose by going back to my old dose and frequency that didn't give me trouble. But if I'm dealing with any of the bad stuff like too much appetite suppression, too many side effects, or the GLP-1s are too expensive, I'll lower my dose to an amount that I can handle and sustain until I lose the weight and keep it off. Last is hunger management. Since I can't increase my dose anymore to manage hunger, I have to rely on other methods. So I gotta do things like eat more vegetables, eat more fiber, eat only when I'm hungry, etc. I call these hunger management methods, and I got a whole video on this. Okay, let's recap. My max dose limit isn't based on the max dose on the box because I'm microdosing. I base it on how I'm currently responding to the meds and my situation. If I'm not dealing with any of these, then I might have room to increase my dose. Keyword is might, because like me, I thought it was okay to increase my dose, but when I did it, I found out it was a bad idea. Now, if I'm at my limits, then it means I can't increase my dose anymore, so I need to lose weight and manage hunger without a higher GLP-1 dose. So what I do is I actively lose weight and actually try. I reduce my dose and or manage hunger using hunger management methods. All right, that's the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching. Bye.